today's event. I'm so excited to be here today. When I was little, I'd visit Beijing almost every summer. Looking around the room at the exhibition, it's almost like seeing the beautiful sights of Beijing, China, without having to travel that far. So we'd like to start off our event by thanking our sponsors. Beijing Association USA, All-American Chinese Organization, Amsino Medical Group, Law Offices of Hong Li, Wuxi Commerce Association, Suzhou Commerce Association, Suqian Commerce Association, Ningbo Commerce Association. Thank you to all of our sponsors for making today's event possible. Now we would like to invite the following distinguished guests for the ribbon-cutting ceremony. May we please welcome to the front, Mr. Wang Taiyu, Attorney Hong Li, Mr.
大家下午好，感谢这个李鹏律师、蔡会长邀请我来参加这个图片展，我也很荣幸来参加这个图片展。大家知道，这10年中国发生了巨大的变化，取得了非常大的成绩，我想大家都听说过。但是，到底发生了什么样的变化呢？我想，魅力古都北京10年的图片展会给你一个佐证，因为北京这10年的变化，就是中国这10年变化的一个缩影，一个代表。所以呢，大家可以窥一斑而知全貌，通过这个图片展呢，了解我们的变化在哪里。
各位侨民，首先非常感谢北京联合会举办今天这样一个北京的这个有关北京的图片展，同时邀请我们作为联合主办，这样的展览非常有意义。我们知道北京是我们中国的历史文化名城，五朝古都，也是我们新中国的首都。所以北京的发展变化，也是我们中国发展变化的一个缩影。中国的发展，不仅是提升了我们中国人的生活水平，同时对世界的发展也做出了巨大的贡献。我想，这个图片展的意义是通过这样的展览，让我们没有居住在北京的，特别是在海外的中国人，一些当地的一些朋友，多多的通过图片展了解北京的。
欢迎大家在今天下午光临参加这个很有意义的画展活动。北京联合会受北京海外联谊会的委托，组织承办了魅力古都精彩10年北京城市风貌影展。感谢所有的共同主办及协办单位，让我们在这里著名的尼克松博物馆举行北京图片开幕式，希望大家通过这些图片看到古老又年轻、充满活力的古都风貌，从而促进美中人民和城市之间的友谊和发展。To complete success.
Thank you. Now, please welcome to the stage the Honorable Judge Briscoe.
Good afternoon. Thank you. It's a great honor to be here today at the Nixon Library. I'm happy to be here to speak with you and to welcome all of you to this great library. You're probably wondering why is it I'm here? Well, I was adopted into the Chinese community by Miss Sandra Tong. I married a Chinese woman, my wife Shan over here to the left. She's from Chongqing, China. And we're both proud parents. We have a son. We have In California, there were laws known as miscegenation laws that prevented people of different races to get married, or marriage would not have been possible. And I suppose my message here today is racism is something that we all have to fight every day. You go back to 1871, about 30 miles away in Los Angeles, in the streets of Los Angeles. In 1882, they passed the Chinese Exclusion Act, which prevented Chinese Americans from becoming citizens and excluded others. And that racism continues today, unfortunately, when you have a former president who refers to COVID as the Chinese flu or Kung flu. That's another form of racism that needs to be addressed. And you've seen it, up to 100 people a day who were attacked all over the country, in Los Angeles, San Francisco, and in New York, because during the pandemic they were blamed for bringing COVID to America. But the people doing it were attacking Asian Americans because although their animosity was directed toward the Chinese, they were beating up people of Thai descent, Filipinos, Japanese, because they're hard to go half as far as everybody else. And so it's a great honor for me to address you today, to once again welcome you here. And it's a great honor for me to speak to all of you. Thank you.
Thank you. Please welcome to the stage Lieutenant David Salcido.
Thank you, Har, for your words. They inspire us to continue. I, too, our family, loved ones, friends, our countries, and we have adapted this country to be our home. But we don't forget where we come from. We don't forget our family, and we still have that love and share that love. So I thank you, the Beijing Landscaping Image Touring Exhibition in Los Angeles, for inviting us. And I thank our sponsors and our organizers for this event. I am amazed by the developments and the accomplishments of the Chinese Beijing community. The art, the culture, the green, renewable energy and social responsibility that you share with us, you share with the world. And you are a beacon. You inspire innovation to realize our dreams here and abroad. So from the bottom of my heart, I thank you, and I am honored to be your guest. Thank you much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Honored guests, Your Honor, elected officials, dignitaries, and friends. It's my honor here representing the historic city of South Pasadena and the largest air pollution district in the nation, the South Coast AQB, as vice chair. I'm excited because, first, before I talk, I want to thank Hung Lee and the entire Beijing Association for the beautiful art show here today, all the hosts, and what a job she did. Let's give her a big hand. What a job. MC, great job. I had the opportunity to go with Judge Frisco, Mayor Steve Martin from West Hollywood, Shandong to Beijing, 2006, 2007, 2008, 2009, 2015, to visit the city and to see over those years the evolution of these pictures. I was in a hotel room in 2006. When I went there in 2008, that community, that neighborhood was decimated. A new, vibrant, renewed, reconstructed community was built. So I love Beijing, the people of Beijing, the Chinese culture. As you look over here, what really excites me about being here today as a vice chair of the largest air pollution district in our nation, and going to China, talking about air pollution and your health, your children's health, because in 2006, no mayor of Shanghai or Beijing listened to me. But now, 15, 18 years later, they're listening because, look over there, those exhibits, those three posters in the middle. talking about a beautiful environment, clean air, clean water for the people of Beijing, for their kids, for the future kids. And that's what's important. So I just leave you with the challenge today as we leave here, and we don't just look at pictures, but in our lives. Like I drove an electric car today, I take the bus to meetings, I ride my bike to church today. I tell you, when you leave here, we want to make a better, more sustainable community in the United States, in China, and the world. What are we going to do about it? Thank you very much.
Thank you, and thanks to all of our speakers. It was very inspiring. I was fortunate to be able to first go to Beijing in the year 2000, thanks to a tour organized by Sunny Tung, and we were part of an official delegation. I represented the city of West Hollywood, and the delegation was led by Mark Yu, who was the first major Chinese American to be elected to office in the United States. She was Secretary of State of the state of California, one of the highest elected offices in certainly California, representing the biggest state in the Union. My first impression of Beijing back in 2000 was that it's definitely a city that was very weighted with history. But in subsequent years, every year I would go back and you would see all the changes. And you would see that not only is Beijing inspired by its history, it's like every day, every year it makes history. It makes history architecturally, it makes history politically, environmentally, and it keeps on moving forward in raising the standards of what an urban community can look like. The rapprochement between the United States and China that happened back in 1972, when Nixon went to China and met with Zhou Enlai and Mao Zedong, actually did so much to change the course of history and laid a foundation for where we are today. So many things were happening in 1972. China was still in the middle of the Cultural Revolution. In 1969, there had been a shooting war in Ningbo with the Soviet Union. In 71, Lin Biao had died in a plane crash while he was trying to defect to the Soviet Union. So at the time, previously had only aspired to a bicycle or a motorcycle, could aspire to owning a Mercedes. So we should be able to do that in this country. Since the opening up, China has taken 300 million people, almost a third of its population, and raised those people from poverty to middle class, and that's an incredible accomplishment. So as we look forward, we need to understand that the United States and China, we really need each other. The United States has been, since the opening up, the largest customer of Chinese goods. We have so many things in common, and the world looks to us to look for leadership and looks for us to establish peace. So anyway, thank you, and appreciate the association holding this now.
Thank you. So as you may know, this year marks the 51st anniversary of President Nixon's visit to Beijing, China. President Nixon's visit to China in the week of February 21st to February 28th in 1972 is known as the week that changed the world. Our event organizers chose to hold today's event on February 26th to commemorate the 51st anniversary of President Nixon's visit to Beijing, China. Now, please enjoy viewing the exhibition. You may have already noticed the easels that are set up around the room. Just 1 second, I have one more thing to mention. So, the Ancient Capital Story Art Show concludes at 4:30 p.m. From now until then, you may stay here to view the exhibit and enjoy the food, or feel free to walk around in the beautiful gardens of the Nixon Library and Museum. Now begins the entertainment performances presented by attorney Jingsong Chen. He is not only an attorney, but also a singer, actor, and writer. Please welcome to the stage Mr. Jingsong Chen.
I believe the exciting event about Beijing is not complete without entertainment from Beijing also. As you all know, Beijing Opera, or Peking Opera, is the most dominant form of traditional Chinese opera. It combines poetry, singing, dance, and acrobatics. It's truly a unique drama form on the world stage. In the past 20 years or so, there emerged in China a new form of singing called Jingge, or literally translated, Beijing song. It is a mixture of elements of Peking opera and elements of pop music and folk songs. Its lyrics is poetic, its music is charming. Now today is an honor for me and my two dear friends will present you 4 popular songs. 2 are Peking opera pieces, 2 are Beijing song or Jingge. The first one is an honor for me to sing a Beijing song or Jingge, or longing for love, 情愿. Thank you.
Hảo, 今天我很高兴能够来参加美国北京联合会这个北京的展览，图片非常精彩。我要感谢这个李龙常务理事长给我一个机会来到现场看10年的北京风貌。我们第一次